Welcome to week 5 of Feather Boot Camp. We're almost at the end of our journey together, and I wanted to let you know what my plan was for the week. Today will be a video and handout about switchback feathered borders. It's also called the curling Amish feathers. Tomorrow we'll just continue to answer any questions that you have about borders. On Wednesday I'll have some short drawing videos with a couple of more decorated feathers. Thursday, I'll throw out just some more stitch out videos. And then on Friday, I will try to wrap things up. And obviously, you're welcome to answer or ask any kinds of questions you might have throughout the week. As far as borders go, I could really write a book. And I just really don't have time right now for that. That's not really the scope of what this class is to cover. So what I would like to do is really focus on any specific questions that you might have about borders. So if after today's lesson or today's drawing video, you have questions that I didn't babble about, please ask and I will address those in the forum. The drawing lesson will be covering my steps for creating a switchback feathered border that can be quilted with one stop and one start per side. Actually, I suppose that should be one start and one stop per side. And then for the rest of the week, I'll have open a discussion topic to talk about borders. And if you need me to create more quick drawing videos about borders, I can do so. Several of the quilts that I have posted in the gallery have what I call a switchback feathered border. Quite often, unfortunately, they have been white on white, which is notoriously hard to photograph. But hopefully the drawing that I'll do here will help you understand what it is I'm talking about. This is not, this continues to be freehand. This is not stencil perfect. But I think and hope that by now you'll be able to see how to kind of expand on the things that I've given you. This kind of a feathered border, it's the one where it's not just a single spine, it's got the little C's that switch back and fill up the space. I find that they are suitable for borders that are at least 6 inches wide. Even 6 inches wide is kind of narrow. They can certainly be done smaller. You just really need to consider the scale and density of the quilting that you're doing in the space. So for your general steps, you're going to pick the circle size that you want your switchback feather border to be based on. A lot of times I kind of eyeball that size. If you want to be a little more scientific about it, you would use the golden mean, which would be if you have a border that is 9 inches wide, you would want to use a 6-inch circle that is two-thirds the size of the finished border. That's real general though, because you can certainly go down or smaller or larger, and you get completely different effect from the size of the circle you use to make your spine. Once you've picked your circle size out, you're going to do some marking on the border in order to be able to lay out the circles and connect them to make a spine. You're going to stitch the spine, stitch the feathers. Then you'll stitch the body of the quilt, basting the side borders as you go. Stitch the bottom border. You'll have to follow the same steps that you did in the beginning to lay out the border. Although hopefully you've taken notes and you can repeat what you did up at the top. Then you'll turn the quilt and repeat for the side borders that now have become the top and bottom. I'm sure that you want a lot more detail than that, and there is a lot more detail to be had in the whiteboard video and the handout.